What's up, guys? Welcome to part 2 of the series of turning my Honda Grom into a race bike. Today we're going to be installing all the parts. I'll show you what we're going to be installing and then we'll get right into it. I'll be showing you what I'll be installing today. It'll most likely be just the exhaust and maybe the front brake line. Alrighty, guys, I'm also going to be installing these Amazon riser bars. So essentially what it does is it kind of brings up the bars a little bit more and puts them forward. And the reason why I want to do that is because I might be installing these over here. I have these straight bars that are 7/8 that will work, or I'm pretty sure they'll work on the Grom. The only thing I have to measure is the length of it. If it's similar size to the KLX bars that I have, then I'm just gonna run them and do like a drag bar type of style. Guys, this is a budget build. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm doing this knowing the risk that, or knowing that this might cause some damage to the bike, that the parts might fail, but I'm willing to take the risk because I have run a lot of Amazon parts before and I've had good luck with them, but who knows. Situation, but that doesn't look too bad. I just made this off an aluminum piece that I had off another bracket. And yeah, so let's install it and see how it looks. Alrighty, so it's definitely not the prettiest, but it'll get the job done. Alright guys, so I took off the drag bars off the scooter, and just by looking at it, you can see that they're a tad bit smaller, so I don't know if I'll actually be running these, but I will mock them up and I'll see how they look and feel. Just in case I do like how they feel, I'll just order up some that are a little bit longer. We're trying to keep it a budget, so I want to see if I can make these work. You're probably wondering, why am I going to switch it over to drag bars? Well, in the super, I think it's like the SS125 class I'll be running, they don't allow clip-ons. So a lot of guys like to use drag bars to kind of give you more of like a sport bike feel. Now, in order to set up the drag bars, a lot of guys have it with a naked front end. So I might just rip off the whole front end and run like a CRF 110 number plate in the front. But as of right now, I'm just gonna keep all the controls on there, and I'm just gonna kind of like test it up, like mock it up a little bit. So. The ones that came with it, these look super cheap. These definitely will snap. Yeah, I don't like that. So let's go see if I can find some. Hopefully either tomorrow's Friday, or Saturday, my day off, I'll get to installing the driven rear sets. I'm really excited for these. I think this gloss black is going to complement the gloss black on the drag bars, and it'll look super clean. All right, guys, so this is after hours. I don't have my mic on just in case the audio recording doesn't sound the best. But unfortunately, I couldn't get these drag bars to work, or I might be able to, but they're just a little too small. they're right around like 27 inches, and I think I might have to go up to like a 30-inch. Or actually, let's find out. These are the KLX bars right here. Let's see what these are at. Sorry if it's super shaky. So let's see where we're at. So it's kind of not, let's make sure we don't start at the bar end. From right there to right there. I mean, yeah, you're right around like 31 inches. I would say so. And these are right at like 27. You can probably see like right there, 27. So, I mean, it was a good thing that I tried it out and mocked it up, because it looks like I really do enjoy them. I do like how they feel and how they look. So I already ordered up a number plate in the front, so I'm gonna have to strip this down and see if I can keep the cluster on there. And yeah, so I might end the video right here and make a part 2 on the parts install. This is the stuff that you run into when you run budget parts, unfortunately, but it's okay. I already knew what I was getting myself into, so I'm not really worried about it or stressing out. Welcome back. This is the next day. Yesterday we tried to install these NCY drag bars that came off my scooter. They worked all right. They were just a tad bit short, so I ended up ordering these from Amazon. So this is about 1 inch longer, and yeah, you can just tell these are way cheaper. I mean, these were like 50 bucks, 50 or 60. These are like 30, I want to say. Alrighty, let's get to installing these other bars. See how they look and if I'm able to install my controls. Or when I bought this Grom, it came with some Honda mini bars that I didn't like. So what I ended up doing is installing some KLX bars. The thing is that you had to reroute the clutch. Now what I found out about my clutch is that it didn't come with like this little spacer on the ball on the end of it where the actual clutch lever goes on. So here, let's see. Like right here, they're supposed to be, here, let me see if I can open one of these up. One of these is for a SF Grom and the other one's for the newer style Groms. But there's supposed to be this like little plate, this metal plate right here. Mine didn't come with that for whatever reason. So what this little plate does is it kind of makes up for the rest of the space when you put this in the clutch. Like I said, this one didn't come with it. So like when I installed it, it'd just be loose. That's why I got these two. I don't know which one of these is the SF and which other one is the newer style Grom, but I guess what I can do is just take the old one off and then route one of these new ones in. So, or try to match up the size, because I know the newer ones have are a little bit longer. So. All right, guys, I think all I'm gonna do right now is just leave the front end how it is. As much as I wanna play with the controls, the throttle, cables, brake, and all that stuff, I can't really set these where I want them until I have their front number plate. The reason being is if I get the front number plate and it interferes with one of the cables, then I'll just have to redo it. So I'm waiting for that front number plate, and yeah, I'll move on to the brake line. I have that tool right there that's going to suck up all the old fluid, and then I'll take off the old one and see if I can install the new one. Pop that cap. Loosen that up. Oop. Might have to loosen it up a little bit. Actually debating if I should leave it where it's at right now, or if I should keep going with it. Clearly the front end still need a few things to work on, but for the most part I got a lot of the stuff mocked up. Let's see, what else are we missing over here? We still have to add the springs to it and the fluid, which I'm actually waiting on a few special tools for the front fork springs. It's like an adapter so I can clamp on the fork on my vise. I'm waiting on that, so I still can't do this. The only other thing that I'm thinking about doing is maybe the rear shock. I might mess around with the rear shock. I might need another person for the rear shock. Well, I can probably do it myself, but it'll just be easier if I have somebody help me lift up the rear once I take off the old one. I got these axle sliders, but I actually do have tires for this bike. So I'm gonna wait until I get the tires mounted so I can install these axle sliders. Of course, I have the rear sets. I do want to put these rear sets on. My only thing is that I think it's gonna be a pain in the butt to do them. So I don't know if I'm out for the battle right now, especially with recording.